So the Pendulum mirror match is really good in my opinion right now because the deck doesn't present a huge threat to each other on the first turn. So boards are always breakable, and it reminds me of the Spiral Go Second mirror, where you just back and forth break a board, establish new resources, take resource management and small little plays into account, where you get dominance over your opponent over multiple turns, and especially like keeping your resources, astrographs in hand, stuff like that, setting up exceeds with Servant, so you have that engrave if they break their board. The Zephyra link is pretty important. Like in the mirror, it's just way better than Decode because they have to break your board actually to play, so you can even like shy away from negating stuff. They have to run over it. You get Astrographs back, you get Supreme Kings back to use the monkey board effect next turn. There's a lot you can do to just thin out your opponent's resources while gaining ground. The thing that changes that a bit is the side deck is like Barrier is still a card you can't really play around. There's like no way to really counter Barrier. You often just have to pass your turn. You can play a bit with your scales and your normal summon, but normally you just need some form of backup yourself. Wavering Ice is still in existence, but like with Pendulum now making Vortex turn 1, Wavering Ice got a lot weaker. It can still like take away a negate, or like if they use it up, Wavering Ice can be crushing. What Wavering Ice was always quite easy to play around and is still so. You don't have to end on 2 scales now. You can pop those with copied Electrums with Servant King, and there's a lot of you can do. So it's a really it's a matchup that really tests your skill and how often you played versus the mirror, and especially which version of the deck you're playing.